So you've probably heard about some basic project management tips, but do you want to hear some things that are really off the record and you don't hear about in videos or in project management blogs? Well, in this video, I got you covered. I'm going to tell you sort of the off the record things about project management that I've experienced. So let's get to it. It's all about brainstorming. Okay, this is something that you don't hear a lot about. Yes, in project management, you're brainstorming constantly. Brainstorming the creation of the project plan, brainstorming solutions, brainstorming issues, brainstorming. I'm letting you know, you bring the team together, you got an issue, you brainstorm it out. So really understanding facilitation and brainstorming techniques is just as important, probably even more so than some of the project management stuff you think you need to pay attention to. So brainstorming is just really helpful. You come up with really good stuff, but knowing how to do it well, both virtually and in person, is something I highly recommend that you do. And it's totally off the record. We all know that we have to do it, but I don't know why we don't talk about it enough. Just on a side note, I have this that is just as important as off the record stuff, which is knowing how to keep your projects from failing. I'm going to share with you how you can get your hands on this a little bit later on in the video. The devil is in the details. If you want a really successful project, then you need detail. You need a detailed project plan. Why is this something that's more off the record? Because in today's day and age, a lot of times we think we just want to be high level. Everyone knows what to do, so just let them go ahead and do it. So we do these high level project plans. I'm letting you know every successful project that I have run has been extremely detailed when it came to the action plan and the tasks. And those that I had challenges with tended to be the ones that are a little more high level. So again, why is it we don't talk about it? I think part and parcel is because there's a lot of methodologies out there that, are more, we only need to focus on certain things at a certain point in time, or everyone's a subject matter expert. They should know what to do. I'm not discounting those points, but I do know that holistically, you got to look at it all. And the best way to ensure success is by going into the detail and documenting it. Because I promise you, people forget. Your team members are not looking at the overarching dependencies and what everybody else is doing. So really, off the record, get into detail, whether your team wants it or not. It's just going to ensure your success. Time people out in meetings. This one is a very interesting one because, again, like the brainstorming, another rule that you bring to the table is you're a meeting facilitator. You have to run meetings, you got to run them well. And what I find a lot of times is I spend my time keeping people on track in meetings because it is so easy for everyone to go off topic or off agenda or bring their own hidden agendas into the meeting. And you really got to control that if you want to ensure that you're really effective, efficient, and focusing on project items at hand. So timing people out in meetings is a technique. There's a really easy way to do it. And I always say at the beginning of a meeting, when everyone is agreeable and we're all here and we're all happy at this point in time, then you bring about your logistics and say, hey guys, I need to keep everybody on track. I'm going to do a little timeout. Think of me as a referee. I'm also your timekeeper. So what we'll do is on that timeout, I'll just capture anything. We can deal with that at a later point in time. Do I have everyone's permission on that? And just go around the room asking everyone for permission. That's something that is really important, and you have to get used to leading and taking charge of a room, particular in a meeting. Appreciation changes everything. There are times on projects, we all know the stress, right? We're trying to get things done. We're put under tight timelines. And appreciation can really shift and bond teams together. This is something that's really off the record. We tend not to think of that from a project management standpoint, but it really can make or break your project team. Because when we're in the midst of doing things, sometimes we can feel like we're underappreciated. So really taking note and ensuring that you tell each team member how much you appreciate what they do, and they themselves with each other telling how much they appreciate the other team really helps with team bonding. And so not only your project manager, you need to now think of the emotional intelligence and really bridging and bonding your team. And this is a great way to do it, just through appreciation. Quick tip, I use appreciation cards, simple little cards that say, I appreciate you because, and I'll pass empty ones out to the team. And we'll actually just spend literally 30 seconds to the person on your right, give them an appreciation, boom, 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 hand it off. We all get an appreciation, and it can really shift the mood of the room, particularly if one has been kind of stressful, and as well, just really cement how much we are a team and working together and how collectively we're going to make this project successful. Use templates. I won't tell, I promise. Look, in project management, we do not reinvent the wheel. I never reinvent the wheel. I'm constantly building off of past projects, using templates, because I promise you, what's my time being spent on? Remember tip number 1, brainstorming. I'm looking to resolve issues, problem solve. So using templates is just a great way and checklist to ensure that I'm on track and I have everything that I need. And one thing that my SLAY students tell me all the time is how appreciative they are with all the templates that are in the SLAY program, because everything is laid out for them. It allows them to focus on what they really need to do, which is managing their teams, the overall strategy and tasks. So use templates. Don't reinvent the wheel. It is not helpful and it's only going to hurt you. Confidence is king in project management. There are times in project management, whether you're a newbie, experienced, or just have 1 or 2 projects under your belt, it really comes down to confidence, because you're leading groups of people in a team, different departments, even different levels. Some people may be above you in a pay grade or even from a title perspective, but they're on your project team. And confidence is key. It is king. This is off the record stuff, because think about it. You probably come across a project manager who is kind of timid and meek, and they really couldn't direct the team to do what needs to get done. But when you have a very confident project manager, one who is inclusive, who's transparent, who's a team builder, who's really there to ensure the success of the project, that every team member is going to be successful, yeah, that's through confidence. And then you as a team member want to rally behind that project manager. So confidence is king. Now, how do you gain confidence? Sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. So don't worry about imposter syndrome, because sometimes when you're new, you can feel that way. But just remember, do some affirmations. I am an awesome project manager. I'm going to get everything that I need to get done, and I'm going to support my team. And say that over and over. And sometimes you may not feel it as you're looking in the mirror, in the eyes to yourself, but the more you say it, the more you start to believe it. Again, you have to become a very confident individual when you're leading projects. And that is something that really distinguishes great project managers, is that confidence level. Get buy-in ASAP. If you're one of my SLAY project management students, then you know this, because I talk about this all the time in the SLAY project management program. You need to identify your stakeholders immediately. You need to get buy-in from your steering committee immediately on your charter and your scope statement and all those key steps before you even do a kickoff. So getting that buy-in is just going to save you headaches down the road. Because if people don't buy into what you're doing at the beginning, it gives you time to prep, tweak, change. But trying to get buy-in halfway through a project, you're setting yourself up for failure. And in fact, you're going to have more issues. You're going to get more things dumped on you because you haven't done the buy-in immediately. It is worth the energy and effort. And there's tools and techniques to get you through that, which, by the way, I take care of in my online program, SLAY Project Management. And you can look at it underneath the link if you're interested. Now, definitely buy in, get it ASAP. Don't forget to manage yourself. As a project manager, we are so used to managing the situation, the project, the deliverable, the scope, our team. We sometimes forget that maybe we have to manage ourselves too. And what I mean by that is taking care of yourself. It is so easy when we're project managing that we are ensuring that all the moving pieces of this big puzzle that we're putting together is aligned. Everybody knows what's going on. We're communicating. We can sometimes get burnt out. It's a lot of pressure at times to ensure that everything is going according to plan, particularly when there's a deliverable that you have to ensure that you're hitting a certain mark for the overarching go live date. So again, it's normal to have these ebbs and flows, but really you have to take care of yourself too and ensure that your stress management levels are good and that you're incorporating some stress reduction and just self-care so that you can be the best you can be. It's kind of like in an airline, right? When you're on a plane and they're doing the safety features, they always say when that oxygen mask comes out, don't put it on the child first, put it on you so that you can then help the child. It's the same premise. You have to take care of yourself if you're going to take care of the project. Otherwise, if you're burnt out, you're no good to anybody nor the project, and your project will suffer because you won't be able to deliver on anything because you're out of commission. So take care of yourself. Yay, you've made it, you're here. You want to know how to get your hands on it? I do highly recommend it. Again, these are really good tips that are going to help you be successful with projects. Where can you get this? Under the link, or under this video, there's a link for you. Watch this next video. It's all about how to lead high-performing teams as a project manager. On that note, if you could subscribe to this channel, we would love you to join this awesome community. If you can like this video, provide a comment as well. Interested to know what you thought of all those tips. Until the next time we see each other again, see you later.